All right, boys and girls, let's learn in today's fun video how you can end your licensing career before it even begins, shall we? All right, so yesterday I got an email from one of my current syndicate members. He had found a link to somebody online who is claiming that he would resell you a TV film licensing course that he had paid a lot of money for half the price. So literally he was saying, I will take somebody else's content, somebody else's work that they put a lot of effort into. I paid the full price for it. I'll turn around and resell it to you for half the price. Sounds weird. Sounds like you shouldn't be able to do that, right? And because I have a course that teaches TV film stuff, I figured, hey, I better find out what is he talking about? What is he selling here? So I had a friend ask him for the course to buy it from him, actually. And so this person fell for it, and why wouldn't he? I mean, he's trying to sell this course, he's trying to make a little bit extra money or whatever, so he's just thinking, here's another guy who wants the course, cool. So this friend of mine sent the money over, got all the downloads. It turns out it wasn't my course because he sent me actually basically what was included in it. And it's actually another course online that teaches, something similar to what I do. I did make that person aware of it. The guy that actually made that course, I did send him an email. I wanted to be like, hey, if somebody did this to me, I'm glad that somebody brought it to my attention. I think it's fair that you know that this kid's doing this or whatever. So anyways, this person had also promised with this course that he would send you contact information for like 300 music libraries. Like, that's interesting. That kind of sounds like how I've been marketing my music library directory. I do say that there are 300 plus companies in it. So I asked my friend, hey, you need to ask him if he can get you those 300 companies. We need to find out what is he giving away to give you those 300 companies. Of course, here it comes. Boom, he sends it back. What do you think's in the email? The 2017 Music Makes Cash, music library directory. So my own directory, this kid is basically passing off as either his own, or he's just saying, whatever, like, I'm just going to give you this library directory. So anyways, needless to say, this person is blacklisted. He's been kicked out of the syndicate. There might be legal action coming his way. We need to find out how long this has been going on, how much he's actually profited from it, because I can actually take a claim to say, yeah, the contact information in a music library directory or any directory, that's not proprietary. That stuff's all publicly available. I found all that stuff publicly, searching online, hiring people to find it. So that stuff you can absolutely find online. That's not the issue. The issue is it took time, energy, money, effort to compile all that information, put it into a PDF with clickable links to make it all one place, nice and packageable, host it online. There's hosting service fees and all that kind of stuff, to have a credit card processor. I mean, there's a lot of fees and sort of cost to put that together. So for him to just have a PDF on his hard drive and just copy and paste it off, it's not, I mean, he's obviously costing me potential customers, potential sales, and actually real money, right? If he had taken all that information and maybe repackaged it and added some of his own libraries or did something like that, like, you might be able to say, all right, well, you are adding some value to it. You're hosting your own thing. You're charging people directly through your site or whatever. That would be a completely different thing. But to literally just like, here's this guy's directory with my logo on it. I mean, it's just like, he's not even trying to hide. I got to say, kudos to you for just being honest. Like, you're just saying, like, none of this stuff's mine. I'm just going to give it to you, right? At least he's being honest about that. But anyways, he's been obviously cut out of the group. He's blacklisted in terms of my book and my contacts in this business. So, and I know that the other person who was selling his course, he's going to take his own course of action with him. I don't know what he's going to do. I would imagine he's going to be blacklisted as well. So this guy's career is done. I mean, in the licensing business, at least. I just don't think he's going to get far ahead, because I'm going to remember his name for a long time. If I ever see his name appearing in libraries anywhere or anything like that, I'm going to reach out to the library and let them know, like, just want to let you guys know, I hope you guys are having a great time with this guy here. I've had a different history with him, and I'm going to let you guys know about that. So, you might want to keep an eye on him. His reputation is already so tarnished that it's just not, I just want to give this as a word of warning to you guys. It's never worth the risk. You might think you can make a couple of bucks here and there, but I have a lot of loyal subscribers, people who follow me. And this is how I got made aware of this thing. There was somebody out there just kind of perusing, like, there's not that many places to find information about this industry. It's actually kind of a small little niche industry. So everybody knows everything, right? Everybody knows everybody. So if somebody else is trying to pull off something like this, or somebody's trying to like repackage something that I've done and passed off as theirs and resell it, you're going to get caught. Like, it's just going to happen. It's the internet. I mean, we don't live in the days where you could get away with this kind of thing. It's like everything's public, everything's available, and you're going to get caught it's sooner or later, you might make a little bit of money, but the more money you make, the longer that goes on, and then eventually you get caught, that means you're going to be in legal problems, okay? Like I said, this kid might be getting a call or a letter from my lawyer. So we don't know yet if we're going to be pursuing legal action. We got to kind of see what the damage has been on this. So I knew at some point this was going to be an issue. I mean, it's the internet. I mean, I don't expect that like everybody at all times is going to respect the boundaries of like the effort that I put into my products and services. So I know at some point somebody's going to copy and paste and here, and I know that like my master course has been shared, and I know that like, okay, I'm not delusional or have any misunderstandings about what the internet is and how it can be really be easily, everything can be easily shared. So that's something that it doesn't keep me up at night. This is a deliberate profit making scheme that he was doing, and intentionally knowing that he shouldn't be doing it. So I just wanted to put this out there for any of you that might be thinking this is something you can do. Not even just for my courses, for anybody else's courses, because we look out for each other, guys. Like if somebody else is doing a course like mine, like I'd want to know if that's happening to me. So if anybody brings anything to my attention, I go share it with the exact person and say, yo, somebody's taking your stuff. Like it's not cool. You should be aware of this. So it's not worth it. That's all I'm basically saying is like, don't think that maybe you can make a couple extra $100 or whatever. You know, not just for the fact that you're going to be facing maybe legal issues and lawsuits, and you don't want to do that. But man, this is such a small business. It's such a small industry. You can't afford to be making enemies in such a small industry. It's like so foolish and stupid. It's not worth it. Maybe even if he made, I don't know, $10,000 off of what I was doing. I don't know what he made. That's not worth it because you just lost out on potentially tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe for a long time career doing this. So it's just not worth it. If you want to do well, like create something, right? Create music, create your own product or create something. Don't take other people's stuff. I mean, we all know how pissed we would be if somebody took our music and re-released it somewhere else and started making money off of it. It's really like, I mean, that's going to get at your core, right? I mean, that's kind of, we all understand like how violating that feels for somebody to do that. So we should be respecting ourselves, respecting our content. So we got to respect other people's as well, right? They put effort into this, they put energy into this, and it took time, it took money, it took effort to do all this kind of stuff. And so that's all I can say about it. It's just don't take the risk. It's just never going to be worth it. So anyways, if you do want to ruin your licensing career before you even get accepted into your first library, which I think was the case with this guy, rip off other people's stuff, go for it, see how long you can get away with it, and then when you do, you're done, and that's it for your whole career. So I don't think, obviously, 99.99% of you, I don't think you would ever even do something like this. So I'm not trying to like point fingers at anybody, and I do appreciate you guys, some of you that have pointed me to things like this in the past to say, hey, this looks a little bit fishy, you want to see what's going on here, and this one was brought to my attention by a syndicate member. So I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome for looking out for me, looking out for what I'm doing here. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I know most of you guys would never do something like this, but I just wanted to put this out there as a PSA that it's basically, it'll ruin your career. It'll be over before it began. So just don't take the risk.